John?
Arthur.
Something is down here with us.
Yes.
Amanda traveled through here. She
had the safety of the lighthouse keeping everything at bay.
Right. Let's just keep moving quietly. Is there anything here? Anything of importance?
Symbols.
Which?
There is the symbol that was on my book. It's carved into the wall here.
On the wall? How is it?
This place is more ornate, almost ceremonial.
What the hell is going on here? Does this area look used?
Not for a while, I think.
What do we do?
We keep moving, low and slow, and we find what Amanda uncovered. This looks like it might be a dead end.
Just a dead end? There isn't...
Wait. No.
What?
Well, this is a dead end, but the dirt here is soft, as if something had been buried recently.
Or something had been recently unearthed.
Arthur, this looks like a nest. We need to leave, now.
So, when the lighthouse died...
Whatever was buried must have awoken.
The widow, we think, right?
Perhaps. I have no idea what this cult worshipped, let alone their burial practices. Suffice to say, this is not where Amanda was spending her time. I think it's safe to lock the door this time. I think this is where Amanda was.
Oh, what room is it?
A library. There's a table here with books on it. It's clear this room has been recently used. There's even a bedroll in the corner.
She slept down here.
Move to the table. Let's look there first.
Right.
The table has a number of volumes laid out. Most of them seem to be translation-based, but there are two right in front of where she sat. One has the symbol that was on the bottom of her note. The other has the symbol on the book that I came from.
What? Is it the same one?
The book looks different, less worn for one.
Well, this could answer so many questions about you and where you came from. I mean, on the other hand...
What other hand, Arthur? This is why we came here. All of this is for finding out why I am attached to you.
Yes, but she didn't draw your symbol on the bottom of the note. And she alluded to being wrong.
It doesn't matter, Arthur.
It might. Who knows how much time we have here before...
Arthur, read the book with my symbol on it.
Look, I don't care what you think. Amanda drew that symbol in the bottom of her letter, which means at the very least it's what she came to learn about, and that is why we are here.
We're here for answers about my book. The one you left back on the road a month ago, remember?
Now listen to me. I have much more to lose if we don't find a way to separate us. Now let's look at that book.
As I said, it looks similar to the other one. Its binding is slightly darker. The pages within seem to be a bit less uniform in their size. The texture on the top and the bottom seems a little more haphazard.
What do you mean?
Comparatively, this book seems less professional. As odd as that sounds to say about books of this nature.
Right, and what of the symbol? What does it actually look like?
It's very difficult to explain, but the symbol somewhat resembles a coiled body or serpentine lines, with two others twisting and turning upwards.
Interesting.
Yes, they're almost like... It's as if two tentacles were branching upward.
Tentacles?
Yes, like that of an octopus.
And you've never seen this symbol before?
Not that I recall.
Not even in the dark world?
I've been pleasantly forgetting about that place.
You described it so vividly when we first met.
Yes, Arthur, but I'm thankful to say that for whatever reason it seems to slip through my mind now. I don't know whether it's being in this world once again, or...
Once again?
Yes, once again. I just mean to say that part of me feels like I was alive once before.
Really?
Yes, I assume that was obvious to you.
I don't know, John. There's still a lot we don't know.
Well, perhaps this book will provide the first of many answers that we will receive.
Right.
This book is written in the same language as the other.
You read the language, though. You read the other book, didn't you?
I could, but not make sense of it.
Well, how does that add up?
I don't have an easy answer for you, Arthur. Suffice to say that I can read this without understanding what it means.
Well, then there's no sense in trying to read it here.
Luckily, we don't have to. It looks like Amanda has made some notes here.
Brilliant. What does it say?
She talks about certain passages, outlines a few of them here in her notes. She hasn't written in the book, but slotted pieces of paper folded within. A few of the larger sections seem to be summarized, points that she's uncovered.
Does any of it seem important?
She writes here about a mask. A pallid mask.
A pallid mask?
Yes. She's directly translated something here. Song of my soul, my voice is dead. Die thou, unsung as tears unshed.
Oh, it sounds like poetry of some sort.
She's also drawn the sign again under this page and underlined something.
What did she underline?
The King in Yellow.
John? John, are you okay? John? John! John, what the fuck? John!
I was somewhere else.
Are you here now?
Yes. Yes.
She came back.
Yes, she came back, the widow.
Yes, I shouted for you. I must have stirred her. I feel like a fucking idiot.
You're in Amanda's cot in the corner.
Am I? Yes, I suppose. I just ran to the corner and hid. Are you okay?
Yes, Arthur. There's a lot I don't understand about what's going on. I'm sorry.
Sorry? No, it's all right.
Her bed... She has some things here.
Like what?
A letter.
A proper letter?
Yes, in a sealed envelope with Anna written on it.
That must be who she wrote. Our A. What is it?
Arthur, this is a huge room. A temple of sorts. A place of worship. There's an altar and a stone floor raised slightly to give an elevated feel to the circle around the center of this room. The walls are all dark stone. Sconces sit above piles of melted wax. Ceremonies of some sort were performed here. Blood stains the stone slab in the center of the room, and there are at least 2 passageways out.
God.
I can't really tell what... Oh my God.
What?
The ceiling. There was a massive sculpted image of a creature, like the one we saw in the house back in Arkham.
Shub-Niggurath.
Yes. They've used the stalactites as trees, almost, and carved his visage into the stonework above. It's unnerving, to say the least.
Jesus. We need to read this.
The letter.
Yes, we need to understand what Amanda found exactly. Her note upstairs was vague at best. I understand now that she wanted to protect all of this from getting out, from getting into the wrong hands, but we need context, and it's clear that she spent a lot of time down here before
the widow woke.
Before she died. All right, what does it say?
My dear friend Anna, I miss you. I hope things are well with you. I don't know if you'll come find me. This letter may go unread for centuries. Perhaps it will never be found. Buried within the rock and stone beneath the island, in the library I now write this from. Or perhaps I will return, grab the letter myself, and find the answers I know we both desperately seek. Perhaps I'm being too dire. As I'm sure you must be able to understand, I never left that basement. The events that happened 10 years ago, the stone slabs, the cavernous walls, Antoine's final plan, the portal, and Henry's sacrifice, all of it stayed with me. I've carried it for these 10 years. I thought coming here to Harper's Hill would give me the tools to start again, and maybe it would have, had I not seen him. Antoine. Not alive, but in a photo. He was the same, like he hadn't aged a day, and yet the photo I saw in the book, called A History of Harper's Hill, was from almost 100 years ago. He was the lighthouse keeper. I knew I couldn't run from this anymore. I mean, this man, this monster who ruined our lives, who ruined Emily's life. He was staring back at me from the pages of a book. I sought to find the island, and discovered what was beneath it, this cavernous hideout. I spent weeks poring over rooms, over pages, texts, diaries, to form what I think brought Antoine here. The promise to a dying master of his from far too long ago, to summon Shub-Niggurath and bring about the end of the world. A task that could only be completed by finding those who were connected by blood to those who first started the ceremony 600 years prior. Obviously, as you and I know, it failed. But something didn't add up. I didn't understand how he fit into the story. Not Antoine, or the creature that Henry killed, the abomination that Antoine tried to bring to this world. No, the one that came out of the gateway after. You know who I'm talking about. The one who wore yellow. With Antoine's story tied to a neat bow, I looked through other texts that he had here, other tomes that seemed to reveal more of this other world, and then I found it. The King in Yellow. The King has nothing to do with Antoine, Anna, nor his plans. He simply used the portal because it was there. An opportunist who chose to enter our world. It sent a chill up my spine. Then I saw his eyes in town. I don't know how, but he found me. He is active still. I knew that it was only a matter of time, so I learned all that I could. Anna, this temple is not dedicated to him. It is here to serve Antoine's machinations, to fulfill his original goal in summoning Shub-Niggurath. He spent hundreds of years between here and the lighthouse, waiting. But all of that had ended now. The King in Yellow is the real threat, and he seeks to find me. There is an order that may still exist, those who worship the King in a town north of here called Leary. You and I were young, or younger. I understand why we didn't see the form that emerged as something different, but he is here, and he will find you just as he found me. The only two who know he exists in the world. Good luck, Anna. May you find answers in Leary. Your friend, Sarah.
So these girls were the ones in the house. This Antoine was the original owner, or the one who conducted whatever ceremony transpired in that secret basement. He opened a gateway for Shub-Niggurath.
But something else came out of the portal before it closed.